I'm a little worn out. My mom and Cindy helped. My mom came down from Kansas City. Cindy came over and helped. I cut a lot of these trees out so we can smooth out this gravel and make more parking over in here. This is where the fuel tanks used to be. And this used to be a gas station. Property line is basically where that T-post is, and that little wooden stake with the flag on it. So it basically goes from that fence post to that T-post, and then to that T-post and out. So it kind of gives you an idea where the property line is from there to there. And then all this is the neighbor's property. They got burned out too. You can see over there some remnants of the house. They basically arsoned her house and they arsoned this house. The house was on the other side of this garage. So this was like a gas station, and then there was a house on the other side, and then a chicken coop and whatnot in the back. So, but yeah, apparently, not the current campground owner, but the previous campground owner wanted to basically own everything here. And he tried to buy everybody out, but starting with these two properties, but since he couldn't buy them out, he decided to burn them out. But he got run out of town, so he's no longer here. So he did these two properties like the same night, and then the next year he burned out that guy. But they since rebuilt. And then they arsoned it again. So he sold, and now these guys own it. But like I said, the threat's gone. So we don't got to worry about that anymore. But this was the house that was here previously. And of course, it affected this building. You can see on the end. Oh! Ooh, I stepped on a nail. Oh shit, that was a big nail too. Luckily, it went all the way through, but it didn't go into my skin. Throw that down in the pit. So anyhow, there's a pit here. And that's most of the reason why I wanted this place. So I have a place to work on my car. Cars, plural. Have me in my own pit. I'm going to make this taller. Basically, I'm going to change the pitch of the roof and have it facing south so we can put solar panels up there. And I'll put an auto lift in here, and basically I'll be able to work on my own vehicles in here. I'm not planning on turning this into a public garage, and the lift won't be that much. It won't be that high, you know. It won't be like one of those normal lifts you see in a regular garage. It'll be just high enough to get the car off the ground, so I don't gotta duck when I go into the pit to get up underneath it. And that's it. So it won't lift anything terribly high. But anyways, yeah, you can see the arson in here. It damaged this building, but not, to the nth degree. But as you can see, this plastic here, my friend George, who's the previous owner, he had the plastic roof on in 3 spots. And so like right here, right there, and right there, and it basically melted all the plastic. And you can see here where it even damaged the metal. So I replaced the center plastic, and then I replaced the other 2 plastics with metal because the plastic's expensive. But as you can see, it started rotting out in different places where the plastic was leaking because it had burned holes in the plastic. So the roof is compromised. David and I both were walking around up there. So it'll handle, 300-400 pounds, maybe a little more. In certain areas, maybe not. Like right here, it's real weak right here. But this metal here on the side, I double layered it, so I didn't pull the existing metal up. But right here, you see this like little strip, like a 1 foot strip. That 1 foot strip is the original that's showing. When you climb up on top, you'll see that strip is original. And then I started the new strip over once, the new layer 1 strip over, so I can roll it and tuck it on the other side. And that's basically so that because most of the rain comes from this direction. And so I tucked it, I rolled it, I rolled it and screwed it into the side so that the rain wouldn't come into the building and damage it further. Then I'll replace these windows and seal everything up so it doesn't do any more damage. And it'll get me by until I redo it. I'm working on paying off my main property first. Next year, I'd like to get it paid off, so I'm gonna pay that off completely, and then I'll start working on revamping this and making it a lot nicer. So I'm gonna put regular garage doors in here. So roll up garage door, and then put new doors and windows in over here. This one here, I'm gonna board up. I'm gonna put one of those big mailboxes here, like one of them blue mailboxes, or maybe even something bigger so we can receive packages and stuff. So I'll put that there, board that up, and put a big mailbox there. And then put a regular window in there for an air conditioning unit. And I'll probably board these windows up for the time being. And then I'll have to insulate and close these off because, like I said, if I'm going to put air conditioning, heating in it, and cooling in here, I'll need to, board these up and insulate it, which is no big deal. I probably won't put drywall on it. I'll probably just board it up because this is going to be like a bathhouse for the land primarily. So I'm going to have a washer and dryer in here. It looks like the dryer was here. But I'll have like a washer and dryer in here. And then I'll have a shower in here. And maybe even like a hot tub or a jacuzzi or something. And basically this will just be like a little place that we can go to take showers and whatnot, do our laundry on the main property, because the main property is off the grid. We don't have those facilities there. We have a latrine, and I'm working on building a mini septic outhouse. But yeah. Anyway, so we got this all cleared out so we can spread the gravel back in here. And that'll give us parking back in here. My mom's gonna move her camper over here, and I'll get an electrician. We finally got the power pole in, so I'll get an electrician out here to put a plug in out here for my mom to plug in her camper. And then she can basically live over here while we're getting things fixed up. And I'm gonna get power to the building because this here's the water pump. So I gotta get power to the pump and then replumb it anyways, because their bathroom is like right over here behind that wall. It's that's in the garage. And it's a real little tiny small bathroom, but it's all good. So this will basically be the first thing I get up and running is get, power to the water pump and power to in here so my mom has lighting, and then get the plumbing plumbed, and then so my mom will have a bathroom facility here. It looks like that's the drain for the sink. It's like the sink and the toilet was right next to each other. But I'll fix that. I'll probably put a sink over here and then run the plumbing over here so it'll drain out down there. But yeah, I don't know what that's all about. But this, it has a septic and it works. It's fairly new. It's got a pump. It's fairly new. So we just gotta get the electricity hooked up. I gotta get doors and windows on here so people don't go in and vandalize it anymore. So get the doors and windows. That's my next project. Get everything boarded up, and then get the electricity ran. There's old power box. I'll get a new power box in here. So get that all hooked up, and then start running the electrical in here and the plumbing in here, and then that'll be basically the next step. And then after that, I'll work on other things like fixing it up. So right now I'm just working on parking. And I got a really good job now. I had a good job before, but I got a better job now. So I'll have more money. Like I said, I'm going to get my other property paid off and then get this one fixed up. And this will be pretty much where my mom's going to live, and maybe even me. Thinking about adding on to this building, making a second story, and maybe even extend it out to make it square with this other building. Once I get the other property paid off, hire the Amish to come out, square everything up, and give me two layers, 2 levels. I'll probably, refinance it or something. Make me 2 levels, and then have the roof go facing south so I can put solar panels on it. And then I'll probably live here with my mom. Well, my mom will have her mobile home next door, and I'll have this. And then I'll probably, because I was doing a retreat on the other land. I was trying to do like a sustainable community. But everybody that comes out doesn't want to do anything. They just want to be lazy. They don't want to contribute. They want me to pay all the bills and do all the work. So I decided I'm just going to probably raise goats over there. And I'm probably just going to move here once I get everything fixed up. So that's my game plan. It could change, but that's what I'm thinking right now. So this little town is called Caplinger Mills. It's a unincorporated town of Stockton, Missouri. But this property's got a lot of potential. So, and then we got the river. Just a quarter mile, not even a quarter mile, maybe that way. Or you can go fishing or swimming or whatever. So it's pretty cool. This is kind of like a tourist area. So yeah, I guess that's it. I'm waiting for these people to come out and give me an estimate on windows. And maybe even doors too, but they said they ain't got, because of the whole COVID crap, pandemic, whatever you want to call it. They're having trouble getting the materials for the doors, so right now they're just doing windows. But so I'm, waiting for them to come out and give me a bid on all that. And then I'll take this stuff back to the main property so we can compost it. And then I'll work on putting together some aromatherapy products for my aromatherapy customers and run some errands and then get ready to go back to work tomorrow. So, yeah. That's the bathtub that was in the old house. My mom wants to put her shed over there on that patio. So it had 2 patios. And she wants to sell product out of that shed. Antiques or whatever. Aromatherapy, whatnot. So we'll be doing it out of either, my mom's place or my place or whatever. My mom's going to be my salesperson, my go-to girl for the aromatherapy since I'm on the road most of the time. I'm more or less the expert. My friend Cindy is too. And so my friend Cindy will be kind of like behind the scenes. She don't want to be like the front runner. And my mom, she's like, I'll be the front person. So I'm like, cool. So I'll just manage it. My mom will be the go-to person, and Cindy will help behind the scenes. So, and yeah, so we'll be selling aromatherapy here. We'll be doing other things that we produce on the other property, the main property. We may be selling here, maybe have like a little farmer's market. There's a lot of options that we can do here. So, anyways, so yeah. This is an update on the Caplinger property. We're making some progress, slowly but surely. But again, like I said, I'm making more money now, so I can kick it into the next gear and get more productivity done. Here's the septic system. Like I said, it's fairly new. Now this is the plastic that was on the roof that got melted. I'm basically breaking it up into small pieces and burning it in the burn barrel. But yep, about every week or every other week, at least once or twice a month, I'm here working on this property. And then the rest of the time, I'm on my main property working on it. So, but I'm only home once a week. So, and then my mom comes down, helps out. David Ray's on the other property, and he pretty much watches it. That's about all he does is guard dog. But he does a little bit. He just doesn't do a whole lot. And yeah, and then Cindy, she helps out, but she's got her own place and her own stuff and her own everything. But yeah, we help her, she helps us. So, anyways, I guess that's it. I'm at 18 minutes. I'm waiting for these people to show up. They're already late. All right, bye.